my name is Abhishek and welcome back to MBBS Present channel. Today we are going to discuss the fifth type of hypersensitivity reaction. Till now we have discussed type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 hypersensitivity reactions. So let's begin with type 5 hypersensitivity reaction. So friends, this type of hypersensitivity reaction is a very special kind of reaction because this reaction is followed or this reaction is used for more distinction from the type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. Yes, this is a very subspecial category of type 2 reaction, but in different countries like in Great Britain, this type of hypersensitivity is separately classified from the second category of hypersensitivity reactions. So we are going to read that fifth type of hypersensitivity reaction. Okay, so it's a final type of hypersensitivity reaction in which there will also be mediated by the antibody because it is a subcategory of the type 2 reaction, and the type 2 reaction was also antibody mediated immune reaction or hypersensitivity reaction. So what exactly happens in this type 5 hypersensitivity is, instead of binding of the antibody to the cell surface, as in case of type 2, the antibody antigen complex was binding as the antigen was already present over the surface of cell membrane, and antibody that was produced due to the hypersensitivity reaction was coming and binding to the surface of the antigen. But in this case, the autoantibodies that will be produced due to the hypersensitivity reaction, instead of binding to the cell surface, it will bind to the receptors of the cells. Okay, after binding with the receptors of the cells, it's going to make the impairment of the cell function. How? Because it may bind to the receptor that can prevent the binding of the intended ligand. Means the ligand that is responsible for the receptors will not bind, and this autoantibodies that will be formed, then it will bind to the receptors and it will block the function of the ligand, and also it can mimics the effect of the ligands. So according to this type of hypersensitivity has been divided according to the stimulating type and the inhibiting type. So stimulating type means it will stimulate the specific cell targets, and inhibiting type means it will inhibit the special cell targets, and these are stimulated or inhibited by these antibodies that are produced. Okay, so we will just understand this whole sensitivity, hypersensitivity through the examples. So there are special conditions where there will be stimulating, like in case of Graves' disease. What happens in the Graves' disease is the autoantibodies that will be produced, it will be stimulating the thyroid stimulating hormone receptors. Okay, so if this is a thyroid hormone cell, let's first say it's a cell, and these greens, that pocket like structures, represents to the receptors. So when the autoantibodies are forming in a more amount in number due to this hypersensitivity, and they are intending to bind with this receptor surface. Okay, so when they bind to this receptor surface, what happens? The actual thyroid stimulating hormone, the ligand which was intending to bind at this place, cannot bind because here already that antibody will be present. So this TSH cannot bind to the thyroid cell, but this doesn't impair the function, rather it helps the function. How? It will just mimic like this thyroid stimulating hormone. That is the reason why it is said as stimulating the specific cell targets. If the autoantibodies are binding to the specific cell, then it will be stimulating the thyroid cells. It means it will stimulate the process of the thyroid, and due to which there will be overactivity of thyroid gland. overproduction of the thyroid hormones, and due to that the person is going to suffer from the thyrotoxicosis. Okay, so next type it's the inhibiting the specific cell characters or the specific cell targets. What do you mean by this? In condition or in example of myasthenia gravis, what happens? The autoantibodies that are produced in the body, it is going to inhibit which kind of receptors? Yes, it's going to inhibit the acetylcholine receptors, ACH receptors. So the autoantibodies that are formed is known as AChR antibody. Okay, so it's going to, the AChR-AB antibody is going to inhibit the acetylcholine receptors. And where these receptors are present? These receptors are present in the muscle end, or these receptors are present at the neuromuscular junctions. So it will be blocking the impulse transmission from the nerves to the muscles. What happens? Then it will be causing the improper muscle tone of weakness. So in this condition, what happens if these are antibodies and these are the acetylcholine that are released from this nerve as a neurotransmitters? So as the antibodies will be coming and binding to the receptors, so what will be the next? The acetylcholine that are released in this synaptic or the synapse, then they cannot bind with the receptors of the muscles, and what will happen? It will inhibit the process of impulse transmission from the nerves to the muscle, and it will be inhibiting the process of muscle. So that is the reason why we are going to develop the improper muscle tone or the weakness in case of myasthenia gravis. Okay, so these two conditions are the specific conditions in which we are going to see the type 5 hypersensitivity. Okay, so with this we have completed type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 and type 5 hypersensitivity reaction. So if all these videos are helpful for you, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video.